recommend if somebody can share that, that would be cool. Thank
Here
you.
we are. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. It's Thursday Town Hall, August 12th, 2021. My name is E. Giuliano. This is the Komodo platform Thursday Town Hall. For those of you listening in, we have had a lot of news about the Tokel IDO and Airdrop. And if you're paying attention really closely, you might have seen a tweet just now that is exciting news for Komodo and atomic swaps. Incredible. Well, the first thing we've got today, though, we're joined by Otto and Artakush and Delton as well.
Hi.
So we'll be hearing from each. First segment will be Komodo in the news, and we will get some of that. It's a pre-recorded segment, and we're going to listen to that right now. After that, we'll hear from Otto and then Artakush, and then some more social media information from Delton. All right, we hope you enjoy this Thursday Town Hall. Thanks for joining us, and settle in. Here comes Komodo in the news.
Good day, everybody. My name is Artakush, and this is Komodo Weekly News.
Tokel is a project that is extending the Komodo ecosystem with NFT and token support. They are launching an IDO on Atomic DEX on August 30th. They are also doing an airdrop for the KMD holders. You can go to Tokel.io to learn more.
In our first segment, we have Otto, who will deliver general Komodo news. Take it away.
Thanks, Artakush. So let's jump right into it. So we got a SmartFi panel upcoming next week on August 17th, 1530 UTC. We will put the link below to join it. You can come and ask questions from both Komodo and SmartFi and hear more details about what is SmartFi and what are they working on and what are we working on and how does this all tie together. And then as we scroll down on this schedule post for August, we will find other events going on. We are going to have SmartFi AMA also on the Twitter Spaces. So we are going to try out the Twitter Space feature and how it works. So if you're on Twitter, then be sure to also check this out and also be tuned into other potential Twitter Spaces we might just do in the future. Then next up, we also have the normal monthly update on August 26th. So you can come and learn the latest from marketing, development and business team and other monthly updates from Komodo. Then this week we made a lot of changes on enhancements to the structure we have with the Hangouts and Townhall. So the new Hangout Time is on Mondays, and there you can interact with the whole marketing team. Then other meetup updates just before Townhall on Thursdays, and we wanted to move the Townhall structure so that we have a separate weekly news segment that is more shorter. So thanks everyone for the feedback, and please keep sending it, and we will keep adopting and enhancing what we do here in Komodo marketing. So, thanks.
Next up, we have Delton with Komodo in the news. Take it away.
So there are three main things I want to highlight for this week in Komodo in the news. The first is a CMC Alexandria Glossary post authored by Komodo CTO Kadan CA333 Stadelman. So this is looking at the definition of atomic DEX. We just explained here like what atomic DEX is. And as you can see, there's a backlink to the komodoplatform.com website, which is always good to have for SEO. And also there's a bio for Kadan here in the definition. And similarly, we have another glossary term defined by Kadan. So this one is, what is diamond hands? So this is great to have kind of like definition of the memes, explaining like what is diamond hands to people who might not be familiar. So this is another good definition authored by Kadan. And this week, we also have several new Komodo Academy blog posts. So we have two from Noah Fields. The first one is Best Crypto Wallets to Secure Assets in 2021. So this, of course, includes Atomic DEX, but also looking at various other hybrid wallets. And we also define, what is a hot wallet? What is a cold wallet? What are exchange wallets? What are non-custodial wallets? What are custodial wallets? This is a very comprehensive guide if you're looking to learn more about different crypto wallets and just, how Atomic DEX stacks up to those options. This is a great blog post to read through. We have another post here about what is Ethereum Classic. So this is another coin guide overview explaining, what is Ethereum Classic and just like the tokenomics of ETC and about the technology and just like where you can find it. And finally, we have a blog post from myself. So this is blockchain ETFs and Bitcoin ETFs explained. So this is another post if you're interested in learning more about exchange traded funds and just how they're becoming more popular in the blockchain and crypto space. This is a good guide to understand more about the benefits and limitations of these products. So that's pretty much it for Komodo in the News this week. Thanks.
Next up is community news with me. So for the last week, we have quite a few new community contributors who are searching their place in Komodo community. And we had the great talks and we're trying to establish some new things to do with the community as far as creating content, as far as helping establishing their skills, establishing community skills. Also, we have new community Hangout Times, which are 2 p.m. UTC on Monday. And that is an open discussion with marketing team. Since we have the sync, we wanted to make it open and more transparent. After which we're going to have another half an hour of community hangouts to have discussion with the team members. Also, the new times on Thursdays. Thursday community hangout starts at 3:30 p.m. just a half an hour before Thursday Town Hall. So don't miss that up. As for the last news, since JC is actually feeling under the weather, Delton will cover the social media part. Delton, take it away.
There are 3 tweets that I would like to highlight for this social media segment for this week. So the first is a tweet from Tokel. It says, 8 million Tokel TKL airdrop for Komodo holders. Tokel will be conducting an airdrop onto Komodo holders. A total of 8 million TKL will be airdropped onto Komodo holders, KMD holders. The snapshot of this airdrop will occur within 1 week of the IDO start date, which is the 30th of August. So if you go to tokel.io, you'll find more information about this and how you can potentially benefit and, get some Tokel, some TKL, if you're a KMD holder. And just to be aware that you need to be holding KMD in a non-custodial wallet. So you need to have control of your private key in order to be able to receive the TKL in this airdrop. Next up, we have a tweet from Blockbar, which is blockchain lab in The Hague. So they're giving a thank you about the event that was hosted last Friday. So it says, we thank CA333, Komodo Platform, and SmartFi Portal, and the New Fork for a successful meetup last Friday. Of course, big thanks to The Hague Tech and Komodo Pioneers for making this possible. And if you missed it, there's a link to the YouTube video in this tweet. Just be sure to check that out. There's a lot of good video content there, a lot of good presentations. Just be sure to check that out. And finally, we have a tweet from Komodo Platform Twitter handle. So this is another poll we're running. So it's asking the question, can you fix AMMs, which are automated market makers? So thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no.
Hello?
Don't know, or show results. So far, as I'm recording this, there are 83 votes with 22 hours left. When we're having the actual Thursday Town Hall, I'm sure we'll have a lot more votes, and there'll be less time, but you should be able to still vote at that time. Let us know. Also comment if you have any other feedback about, how you can fix AMMs. And be sure to check out that tweet. Thanks.
That was it for this week's Komodo Weekly News. My name is ARRRtomic, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Alrighty, there you have it. The pre-recording for a lot of information there, including Komodo in the news. You heard from Articush, from Otto, from Delton, and you might even have recognized the voice just now. That's the voice of PTYX there, Charles Gonzalez. He's here from the business development side of Komodo platform. And Charles, hi, welcome. Thanks for joining us. But first, I also want to welcome Remonster and Matos, Derpy Doo, Andy, Monk, and Term. Ja was just here. I don't know where that went, but yeah, thanks everyone for joining us in the audience here. So PTYX, thanks for being here too. How's it going? And what's some latest news you have?
Hi everyone. Yeah, thank you for having us. And excited to be here. In regards to news, we have been quite busy preparing some of the. We've been working basically side by side with SmartFi team, helping them prior to their launch. Some of our development team has been helping them with the blockchain side of things, and the business side has been guiding them on the IDO situation and helping also along with their marketing. That's basically been the most time consuming, but they're getting very, very close to launch. Besides that, we have been negotiating with a few companies in order to basically explore the option of either launching our own like Komodo branded debit cards, basically like banking services. And this would be through a third party, but it would be like a Komodo branded service. Still being talked about, but something that we need to look at is one, the integration of Komodo into the systems, and then two, if there's actually like an appetite for it. Either way, we have landed a deal with one of the companies in order to offer the services for our branded dexes. Let's see. Something else that I have been working on is getting a write-up together in order to propose to build a website or like a page on our website for atomic dex bridges. I don't know if you saw recently there was a hack of one of the, I think it was a Polygon network bridge.
Yeah, Poly Network.
Poly Network, yeah. And you know, one of the issues with those types of bridges is that they're smart contract based, and usually the smart contracts are very, very insecure or they're exploitable in some way. And with the atomic dex, I think one of the main use cases, or it should be one of the main use cases that we should be pushing, are branded bridges. So basically, let's say a project launches an ERC20 token or a BSC token, and the atomic dex would power a bridge between the ecosystems without complex smart contracts and without the users having to give up the control of their funds. And since there's so many ecosystems now, and there's usually multi-token platforms or projects that are launching coins on multiple ecosystems, it does make sense. For us, it's actually quite easy to launch one of the bridges because it's basically like a narrowed down atomic dex where it's just, you know, 2 or 3 coins listed in the app, and it acts like a non-custodial wallet and a bridge between the coins. So I'm almost done with the write-up, and then the next step would be basically building a page for it and starting to push that out as a product for us.
Wow, well done. Wow, that sounds great. This is the first time I'm hearing that thought. So interesting. Did that come to you, or is that shared in discussions with others? And like, how did that come about?
It came up because one project called THC, that is Komodo Smart Chain, also launched a Binance coin, and they were also looking for a bridge. And the options were either the Binance bridge, which is centralized, or another service that is, just like a third-party company that offers the bridge, but the project would actually have to give up funds to that third-party project. So it was very insecure, and I thought, well, if Binance Chain and the Smart Chain already work, then basically the Atomic Dex is the bridge. What about just having a bridge for the Atomic Dex or a branded bridge for that project. Another option, which might be easier, I think maybe, or less time consuming for projects, because some of them that might not want to maintain their own bridges, would have to be through the WebDex. So whenever the WebDex is ready, a very specific use case for the WebDex is to have a bridge, a browser, just like a website where the user goes in and they're able to migrate between the ecosystems through the Atomic Dex network, but on a browser instead of an app. So that's something that most likely will come in the future. But right now, the branded app would be something we could offer like right off the bat. So yeah, since we had already sold a few branded dexes, and then this project came down and said they needed a bridge, I said it makes sense that this would be a product for Atomic Dex.
Amazing. That's really good creative thinking. And yeah, this I don't know. I don't know really what else to say. Maybe Articush or Delton or Otto have a thought or a comment about that, but I think that's fantastic, and I really appreciate the thought process you're putting into it and the efforts you're putting into moving this thing forward. It's amazing.
No worries.
All right, and also, did you hear about the ARRRtomic swaps as well?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I think there was a tweet going around, and there's some. I think it was just from today. The date on the swap shows August 12th, so it's pretty fresh. So anyway, that's pretty exciting. What are your thoughts or feelings about those, if you have any? And does that extend to the Doge decks as well and all branded decks?
What type of swaps? Can you repeat that?
Pardon
Because
me.
I had.
So like the pirate chain swaps with the ZK.
Oh, the ZK swaps.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are really interesting. I think mainly from the technological aspect of it, I think it's a first. I don't think it's been done before, and I know that the Zcash Foundation has been trying to get something more streamlined for this. So I think in a from my perspective, I think this opens up the doors for grants for the pirate project, and also for the Atomic Dex, mainly being used as one of the technologies to actually enable the Zcash swaps, pirate swaps, and then any other of the Zcash analogs. Yeah, that's really interesting. I wasn't even aware that. Yeah, I'm actually looking at this now. So yeah, I think it really opens the door for a lot of things, and again, it shows that the Komodo team is always at the forefront of this. I think dating back in 2016 when James Jails 777 was the first person to implement the Nolan swaps, which are like the standard atomic swaps we use now, and now pushing the boundaries. We were the first to swap Ethereum against Doge. We were the first to swap ERC20 tokens against Bitcoin. And we are the first to swap, I guess, zero knowledge proofs coins.
Awesome. Yes, congratulations to everybody who's put years of their, creative ability to work, and it's an incredible achievement, and just one along the path of more to come. And it sounds just like you said, P2IX Komodo platform definitely at the forefront, and leading the rest of the industry in ways that are quite unique and very much needed. More and more we see how much needed these are, so that's great. Okay, and yeah, so that's really nice, and I'm glad that we caught you. Like, this is really fresh for you too, so you're just discovering it now for today's news.
Yeah, no, this I'm actually writing a tweet to the Zcash Foundation as we speak. I think it's pretty big news.
I think so too, and so we're gonna let you get to that. Unless you have any other things you want to share with us or talk about, we'll leave you to continue doing that work, and we might have something to hear from Articush before we close up. Also, afterwards we'll have a discussion available for the community. You can come up onto the stage and ask questions or talk. And if P2YX, if you can hang around, if you've got that time, we would love that, and maybe others will ask you some questions. All right, cool. So there you have it. That's a nice interaction and good news from PTYX. Also, there's, we've been getting a lot of news about Tokel and the IDO and the airdrop. So maybe Otto wants to step in and just briefly recap that for us.
Yeah, indeed. So all the info is in tokel.io, showing the website. And the idea is an atomic DEX, so it's the kind of the first trial. You can just download an app, have a wallet, have your KMD ready, and then swap to participate. So I think this makes the token share really simple. So I really look forward to seeing how it all comes down when it starts. I also have the Tokel Twitter here, just to wanna share some other things that they have going on. So they have a little contest that they announced 19 hours ago. So you can win some KMD and Tokel. Then they also announced an airdrop for KMD holders, and I'm just looking for that tweet. All the info is in the tweet. I'm not sure if I missed it, but does anyone here know the details of the airdrop?
I believe August 31st week, around that time. So just make sure you have, if you're talking about the airdrop, just make sure you have your KMD in your own wallet, like the Atomic DEX wallet or one of those. And if you have any questions about that, definitely jump into the Discord and ask about that.
Yeah, I found it. 8 million Tokel tokens will be airdropped to KMD holders.
Ah, okay, that's what you were looking for. All right, there you go. So 8 million Tokel up for grabs there. So have your KMD in your own custody, and yeah, enjoy it.
And the first week of the IDO start is the random day, is what they chose. Is when the snapshot happens, and then so just keep hodling KMD, I guess.
There you go. And I did, before we move on, Artikush might have a final announcement for us or reminder, but I wanted to just jump back to what PTYX had mentioned about just the Komodo platform and how the ecosystem serves each other in an interesting way. Like, for example, THC, the hemp coin, is looking for a solution, and KMD has this technology, and the creative minds, like for example PTYX, comes up and says, okay, well, what about we just directly bridge it? Anyway, point being is that the strength of Komodo platform and the ecosystem surrounding it is nice to see things coming together. Now it's been some years there. If you've been hanging around the chats and the Discords and stuff, you could see the sentiments and the emotions and the progress in general. And so here we are today, August 12th, 2021. Hope you're feeling well, and things are looking really good for Komodo platform and everybody who's in and around the technology. So Artikush, anything on your side of things?
Oh my God. We have so many things on the plate. First of all, I wanted to remind everybody that we have a new kind of Hangout Times. And Hangouts are very important for that kind of conversation of the contributors kind of working together in between the ecosystem that we have built up till today. And we have so many projects and so many contributors actually reaching out after we point out that they can become a contributor at Komodo, that can earn a little bit of the bounty, they can be a part of the movement that we're trying to build. So first things first, I wanted to highlight the new Hangout Times, which are on Mondays, 2 p.m. UTC, and that's actually with the marketing sync. So you're going to have all the transparency of what we're going to do the upcoming week. And after that, we can discuss that with the community itself for another half an hour, if needed. And the new Hangout time for Thursday is just we had today, maybe not everybody followed it. It's at 3:30 p.m. UTC, half an hour before the Hangout. Last time was an hour, now it's a half an hour. We just want to kind of connect it and move it forward. That's why we said that after the Thursday town hall, we can add a little bit of time to have a conversation with the community itself. So I think besides that, having the a quite increase of the contributor calls and the skills that they're bringing. I want to encourage everyone to join us on the community hangouts and join us through the Calendly for the community contributor calls. And besides that, I think the biggest news today is the Tokel IDO. So everybody should go to tokel.io/IDO and get their coins, get their NFTs going, because I think we have a very, very exciting half a year upcoming months. So that's more or less from the community. I'm way too excited to express more news. I'll leave it to you. Thank you, Juliana, for the time, and thank you for emceeing. Let's get it going.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Ardakush, for your vibrancy and all the work you're doing to tie things together community-wise. And good job, everybody, on that pre-record. That was nice to hear. And everybody else, if you have any feedback surrounding that, like Auto said, please give all the feedback you can. There's plenty of opportunities. You can give it live in, and you can voice it, you can write it, all kinds of ways. All right. Well, yeah, if you've been around Komodo for years and you're feeling good about it, that's great. Let us know how you're feeling. Also, if you're just maybe new, maybe you've just come across Komodo platform and you like what you see, you're excited about the technologies, maybe you're enjoying one of the communities that offshoots from Komodo platform. Maybe you're in the pirate community, or maybe you've just found out about Tokel actually, and that brought you to Komodo platform. Well, welcome one and all. Thanks for being here. That's going to wrap it up for this week's Thursday Town Hall for August 12th. And yes, just like Ardakush said, we are looking forward to the rest of this year, another 5.5 months or so, or whatever my math is. Let's say 5 months to go. All right, Fred. That's about it. I'm going to sign out here. Goodbye, everyone. And we're going to continue with a brief discussion after the live stream goes off air. Take care. Until next time. I'm Giuliano for Delton, Otto, Ardakush, and Jay Charming, as well as PTYX. Thanks for being here. Goodbye.
Bye.